15 out of 15 channels. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome once again to the show. We are live. Okay, let's fix this really fast. It's a little too sharp. That's better. Rocks, what's up, buddy? Okay. Let's get rid of this other camera. Great. I hate when I do that, man. Dude, this freaking software would work better. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and refresh the chat so I can get a chat number, because I don't believe that's 0. Good morning and hello, everybody. So, we've got a few things to talk about this morning. Ron DeSantis has appointed a Q-An0n crazy couple to positions of power, both of them. One to the Board of Directors of Education in Florida, and the other one is now Secretary of State. A power couple, a Q-An0n power couple. So, knowing what you know about Q-An0n and the fact that every single theory that they've ever put out there is false and imaginary and outrageous and silly, knowing that, Ron DeSantis picked this couple to put both of them into positions of power is direct evidence that he has derelicted his duty as governor of the state of Florida. He is no longer sane and capable of performing his job description as governor of the state of Florida. And I move to have him removed from office for appointing a couple, a Q-An0n couple, both of them married, into positions of power in the state of Florida. I want to know what you guys think about that in the audience. Let me know in the chat right now. Jackie, good morning. Josh, hello. Then he will run for president and win the rest of the moronic world. Yeah, I'm not talking about him running for president. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about him appointing 2 Q-An0ns in the state of Florida. I'm not talking about him running for president. We can't recall him. He's a fucking disaster. I'm not talking about recalling. I'm talking about firing him. I'm talking about starting a lawsuit with a lawyer to sue him for not doing his job, for not protecting his constituents, the citizens of the state of Florida, Floridians. Hey, Tommy, conflict of interest? Oh, you think? You think that appointing Q-An0n people that believe Q-An0n lies, into positions of power is a good idea? I mean, I'm talking about locking this guy up in prison, or putting him in a fucking crazy house because he's psychotic. And it's provable. If you think that someone that believes that the election was stolen from Donald Trump, with all of that cracking bullshit, still to this day, after 60 court cases prove that was all bullshit, should be in a position of power, then you shouldn't be the governor of Florida anymore. Would give him the go-ahead to work on his presidency campaign. Yeah, but I don't know. It's a good thing, Josh. You don't know firing him would let him to go ahead and try to become president of the United States. When people find out, I think if people would just find out that he's appointed Q-An0ns to run his state, the Department of Education and the state, the Secretary of State, and they sail around in a boat with a Q-An0n flag on it. This couple. Those are now people in positions of power in the state of Florida. And, I'm not going to sit around quietly and not say anything about it and act like nothing's like the whole goddamn world isn't coming to an end, because it is. Hey, ICE, what's up? Hey, man, your wonderful governor, Ron DeSantis, has appointed 2 Q-An0ns into positions of power here in the state of Florida, ICE. What do you think about that? Q-An0ns. Q-An0ns. People who think that Donald Trump is the second coming of Jesus Christ, and one of the Kennedys, who's dead, been dead for 20 years, is going to be resurrected and take over the country. That's what the Q-An0ns believe, bro. And this cunt of a governor that we've got, Ron DeSantis, cunt, just appointed 2 Q-An0ns into positions of power in this state. And I want to know what you think about that. We couldn't get rid of Rick Scott, I recall. You know, Rick Scott wasn't as bad as Ron DeSantis. Isn't that funny? Ron DeSantis is worse than Rick Scott. I'll have to ask my mom, because she lived here through Rick Scott. Rick Scott's a fucking idiot too. I mean, you know, any Florida Republican is a fucking idiot. You know, you're a fucking idiot. You're a racist and you're a piece of shit. You hate women. You support these Republicans that hate women. You're a woman hater. You probably got a little dick. I challenge you. You know, I bet you got a little dick. Hey, Megsy. Shining in the UK? Good, man. Good. We'll try to keep that sun shining in the UK today. Hey, Orca, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Ryan, can't believe what I am hearing. That's unreal. Hey, man, don't take it from me. Take it from the newspaper. DeSantis taps Byrd as Secretary of State. Representative is husband of Q-An0n Capitol riot supporter. Yeah, let's put him and his stupid wife in positions of power. She's already on the Board of Education. So if you've got a child in the state of Florida, you've got a Q-An0n looking over them for you. I hope that makes you feel nice and secure. Yeah, Ron is worse than Rick Scott? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I figured, right? I figured he was. They caught him stealing money from Medicare, Rick Scott? Wow. I mean, this state, the state of Florida, has so much money. There's so much money in this state. They can do whatever they want. They can put fucking Santa Claus up for election and he'll probably fucking win. Because these people are so stupid here. But they're stupid and they all drive fucking Teslas. Dude, my friend and I were in traffic the other day. We saw fucking 6 Porsche 911s in an intersection. 5 or 6. I think it was 6. We saw within a span of 2 minutes, and I'm looking for Porsche 911s because my buddy drives one. So I spot them now, right? 5 or 6 fucking Porsche 911s, new ones, all within this area here where I live. There's so much money in this fucking state, and the infrastructure here is insanely fantastic. The bridge work, the traffic control devices, man. You don't even see the freaking police, you know? They're out doing their jobs and shit. You don't see them. You know, I just drove, close to 40, 50 miles over a period of the last 12 hours. And, you know, traffic is fantastic. On a Saturday, at least. They've got the new express lane. The signage is fantastic. They're putting cameras up on the intersection. So if you run a red light, you get a ticket in the mail. And that'll stop people from driving so fucking crazy. You know, I don't like it. But you know what would really slow traffic down on Interstate 4? Is put a robotic speed trap up there that just sends you just like they do when you run a red light. Oh, you're going 90 down Interstate 4? Okay, well, here's a ticket for you for, $500 automated. And that'd slow people down. The problem is those speed traps, you build it, and it's in one place. Everybody just goes slow through the speed trap. What they need to do is have a mobile speed trap machine, and they can just pull it out anywhere and put it anywhere, and no one would know where it is. And boy, I literally was I was going like 80, and I was being passed on Interstate 4 this morning by cars. There was a new Honda motorcycle, then a Lamborghini, then a McLaren. A McLaren. God, I haven't heard of one of those in a long time. A McLaren? What is that, a McLaren? Oh, are you trying to say another name of a car? A McLaren? Is that the correct? I don't know what those are. I was thinking a of another name of a car, I think. I don't know. Oh, they're supercar? McLaren? Okay, I don't know about those yet. I'm going to have to check them out. A McLaren F1. Okay. I'm going to have to check those out. St. Petersburg student got red light cameras banned. I don't mind them. I got a ticket already. I don't mind it, but I got a lot of money. Somebody that can't afford it, that's in a hurry trying to get to work on time, and that can't afford a ticket like that, it's going to kill them. For someone like me, they should lower the price. They should lower the how much they're charging you on those tickets. You run a red light, they charge you $35 or something like that. Don't make it like $250. But do it. Instead of raping people. I digress. There's a million things we could do to make life better for everybody on this planet, and I just can't put myself out this morning by sitting here talking about all of them. Because it's literally just driving me crazy. It's sending my blood pressure up. And when I see shit like this, when I see shit like that in the paper, I just realize how far we've fallen as a society. And you guys just need to know, man. The handful of people that watch me. I wish there was 1,200 of you. I wish there was 100,020 of you instead of 12. So my message is very important. It's very important. And who cares, right? Nobody gives a shit. Obviously, this is how many people care to hear me talk. 12. And I appreciate all 12 of you. Thank you for the 12 of you showing up. And it leads me to believe that two things. Either what I'm saying isn't factual or true or making any sense, and that's why there's no one watching me, because I'm a fucking psycho and I don't make sense. Or people out there are just not capable of hearing the truth anymore. You've been lied to so long that if someone's not coddling you and telling you that we're winning the war in Ukraine and blah, 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 you don't want to hear it. My mom and I watched the same video yesterday of Israeli soldiers beating pallbearers at a Palestinian funeral. The pallbearers had both their arms up on the coffin, and the police were beating them until they dropped the coffin with nightsticks. In the report, they said protesters were throwing rocks at those fuckers. They should have been. And you know what my mom said? You see, they're throwing rocks. I go, really? The pallbearers that were getting beaten by nightsticks that were holding up the coffin? Really, Mom? Those people were throwing rocks with both their hands on the coffin? And she goes, you hate Israel. I don't want to hear it anymore. I was like, okay, fine, I'm leaving. And I left. I left for the night. I don't hate Israel. I hate fucking violence. I hate fucking liars. And I hate people that lie to my mother and have her convinced that Israel is all good, 100%, and Palestine is 100% bad. And she should send all of her money over there to Israel to help those poor people, those poor Israelis that beat people that are pallbearers in a funeral for a woman that those fucking Israelis murdered. So, what it comes down to is I'm just sick of the whole goddamn thing. I'm sick of everything, man. I'm sick of people not being able to look at something and just see the truth. That's probably why people don't watch this show. Because like my mother, they just don't want to hear it. They just don't want to hear the truth. You guys can't take it. Most of you can't. That's why my numbers go down when I fucking start this show. On a weekend, they go down. Oh, he's telling the truth again. Oh, he's telling the truth again. I better leave. He's making too much sense. I don't like Nay when he makes sense. I make your dick shrink up even smaller than it already was, buddy? Is that why you're leaving? Yeah, the shit about the pallbearers. Who said that? Ryan Webb. Adam says, my pleasure. Hooked up to the car now. Better signal now. Josh, time for a fat rip. None of them will happen in Florida. McLaren. Looked up the car now. Better signal now. Hooked up to the car now. Okay, my pleasure. We appreciate you as well, mate. Mass mind manipulation. That's what it is from school. Just unbelievable. with the pallbearers is completely out of this world. It's massive frustration. Unpopular opinion, Israel government sucks. Yeah, I can't even, the truth hurts, right, Big Merc? To answer your question, discernment is what lacks in the world nowadays. That skill set has walked right out the door. Discernment? We've done it to ourselves. We've done it to ourselves, I was 11 years old when I walked away from God and religion. 11 years old, man. I was like, this is a scam. This is bullshit. Why did I figure that out at 11 years old? And Jerry Falwell died with it to his grave. He lived an entire lifetime believing in that bullshit lie. Who's a smarter person, me or Jerry Falwell? The guy with millions and millions of followers all over the planet, Jerry Falwell, millions and millions of people loved and adored him. They loved him. Adored him, I should say. They loved him. Millions of people. I have 14 viewers. Why? Because motherfuckers would rather get fucking lied to than hear the fucking truth. Okay, I get it. It makes perfect sense to me now. That's why Trump became president of the United States. That's why Joe Biden became fucking president of the United States. Because they're both fucking the biggest liars on the planet. And you people want that in your lives. You need it in your lives. Oh, I got it. I get it now. Because our lives suck. I mean, look what I paid for fucking gas this morning. $125 to fill up my tank, and it wasn't even empty. And it wasn't even filled up all the way. They stopped me. They cut it at $125. Now, it's diesel, but still. Do I really want an opinion on why I don't have a higher number of viewers? Not your opinion. Not really. I'll just block you. You know why, Adam? Because you don't know me. You don't know what I've gone through for the past 7 years with this freaking show. You don't know that this show was one of the most successful cannabis-related shows on YouTube at the beginning. And even when I was cursing, even when I was dressing motherfuckers down and ripping them apart, my numbers were shooting up. So I don't think you understand, Adam. You might think you have an opinion about why my show doesn't do very well, but I know the fucking facts behind it. I was there. You had thousands. Oh, you were there? I don't remember you. Look, I know what happened, bro. It's called algorithming. It's called silencing. It's called muzzling. It's called my message is very important. It is to you, and it is to me, Sean, and it might be to Adam, who might just be here for the laughs. It is to Nick. I know there's a few people that appreciate the message that I bring you guys. You like hearing truth in the morning. Look back 3 houses ago. I was there. 3 houses ago. Hey, Caliana. How are you? Look back 3. It's called censorship. That's the word I couldn't think of. It's called censorship. And I've been a victim of censorship. As soon as they caught on to my success on YouTube, as soon as they caught on to my success on Facebook, as soon as they caught on to my success on Twitter, they shut me down. And Twitter may have been more like my own words that did it, but it was definitely the success of my show that got it done over here on YouTube. Let's do a dab, says Iceman. Okay, let's do a dab. Look at Iceman all trying to calm me down. I haven't even smoked yet this morning. Let me get a dab up on deck. Adam's like, do you want an opinion as to why your show's not doing well? Not from you. Not right now. That's good. I know what's going on with my show, bro. I act like, many times I act like I don't understand it and whatever, and I say, but it's, bro, if you just go and you look at how many people 25,000, it was more than 25,000. I guarantee it's more like 150,000 people have clicked subscribe on this channel, and those fucking cunts at YouTube keep deleting my subscribers every fucking day. I guarantee you, go look at the other day, I can tell you, my subscriber count was 25,421. I bet you it's less now. I bet you it's less. I'm not going to look right now. Well, somebody go look on the YouTube channel. Tell me how many subscribers I have exactly. I bet you it's less than 25,421. And you got to ask yourself, isn't that weird? You're just losing. You just keep losing subscribers, losing subscribers, losing. You do 3 shows a day, but you keep losing subscribers every day. Don't people sign on for shows as shows progress? Well, they used to. They used to, but now they delete you as you subscribe to them. And it's happening across the board. I mean, I don't even like talking about this because people don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. I'm sick of hearing myself talk about it like you are too. The truth is nobody cares. Oh yeah, 25,421 though. Yeah. I'm surprised that hasn't gone down to 25.3, bro. Thanks for looking. Yeah, of course they're not going to tell you. They don't want you to see that number because they don't want you to know, they don't want that audience to know that they're stealing fucking subscribers off of the roll every day. But, how can you gain 1,000 subscribers in one day or 100 subscribers in one day? And then on another day you get negative 100 subscribers or negative 1,000 subscribers the next day. And you got to ask yourself, that doesn't seem natural to me. That doesn't seem natural. Oh, those are fake accounts. No, they're not. They're people who don't even know that they're unsubscribed from my channel now. There's absolutely no justification for beating pallbearers holding up a coffin at a funeral. That's insane. Yeah, Sean, and the world needs to recognize that. And all of those police need to go to prison. The whole squad. Every single cop that was in the street that day needs to go to prison. Here's a question. Why the fuck were the Israeli police showing up at a funeral in the first place? Think about that. They shouldn't even been there. You appreciate me? Oh, Riff, thank you. There's absolutely no justification for beating. Oh, yeah, crowd control. Yeah, well, the Palestinian Authority could have controlled the crowd control much better than the Israeli cunts could have. And besides, it was peace. It was a peaceful funeral. Until the cunts showed up, everything was fine. The thing that drives me crazy, this is what really drives me crazy, is those Palestinians outnumbered those Israeli police 100 to 1. That was the time, man. That was the time to rise up. That was the time. And they didn't. They didn't rise up. They let those Israelis beat them. And they should have fucking taken over the whole goddamn city. When you have, 250,000 people in the street, all on the same side, do something. Do something. Get angry. Quit being sad. Quit playing your stupid sad music and get angry. That's part of the problem is the way they paint their plight. Oh, we're sad. Oh, the sad violin music. Look, they're so mean to us. Nobody cares. You need to get angry, man. Nobody fucking cares. Are we over there helping you? Are there American soldiers there helping you against these bullies? No, because we don't care. You need to stand up for yourselves. So do it. All right. Fuck everything. Cheers. Jerry Falwell had millions of followers. I've got 14. Because people love to be lied to. People love to be lied to. They're about to get Christmas presents. Nay, in front of every news organizations, the police come in and beat the hell out of people. Dom, I think all these people in conflict need a good supply of cannabis. He made himself quite a run. Fuck a war. Falwell? Oh, yeah. I'm just glad he's dead. He fought to get women's rights taken away from them. He fought 35 years to have women's rights taken away from them. And he finally won. You know, these Republicans, they love their fucking Bibles, man. They love their Christianity. And they think that, you know, stopping a woman from having a right over her own body is satisfying, you know, the way the Bible treated women. Second-class citizens. Property. You know, and that's how Republicans view women. Property. And even Republican women loathe themselves. Look at other women as property. I should just say subhuman. You don't get the same rights as the white men get. Because those Republican women love white men. I hope you guys are here keeping it open to support the show. I appreciate it, man. It's a rough day. It's a rough day when nobody shows up on a Saturday, you know? It makes me not even want to do this shit. With all the shit going on in the world too, you know? So much to talk about, and nobody's here. Keep it open. Go get some more people here. OD Dub, hello. Yes, I am in Florida. I live in Florida now. OD Dub, thanks for stopping by the show. They will come, Nay. If I build it, they will come. If I podcast it, they will come. Don't forget, your West Coast fans are still snoozing. I don't have any West Coast fans. It was always East Coast, bro. I'm an East Coast podcaster. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Almost all of my audience is mid-Florida or East Coast. Very few Californians. Very few Oregonians. People from Washington State. You know, Nevada, New Mexico. Very few. You get to the mid part, Texas. Get to the breadbasket of America. That's where my people reside. Yeah, I know. I'm almost all East Coast, and then everybody else is on the East Coast. All along the East Coast. Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, New York, Washington, D.C. area, Boston, Connecticut, Ohio, Indiana. You know, I had, I think, one viewer from Missouri once. You know, very few people from California watch the show. And so I tailored the show to go on early in the morning on the East Coast. So I'd be up at 4 o'clock in the morning in California, you know, and do an early show and know that it was 7 a.m. You know, people were getting up during the week and going to work, and they'd be able to catch a little bit of the show. That worked for me. It was always people on the East Coast. Or the middle of the country, like, you know. And eat a giant bowl of dicks. Every last Israeli cop involved in this. Right, Sean? Thank you, buddy. There you go. Right? Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Kansas. Those are my people, man. I got two Kansasans. Kansasans. What do you call yourselves? If somebody from Florida is a Floridian, someone from Kansas is a Kansasian. Are you a Kardashian? It's horrible. I can't believe I even said that word on my live stream. I agree. Every last Israeli. Okay, so cool. Anybody else got anything you want to say to me? You guys want to start a conversation? I mean, we've been talking about a lot of stuff this morning already. We covered the gamut. But there's always more. If you guys want to further it, I'm down for furthering it, man. Yo, Ice, we should go down to the Springs, bro. Today or tomorrow. Ivan B. That word will definitely bring the masses Kardashian. Dude, nothing will bring the masses to this show. Ivan B. Good morning. Insane how many follow those people's lives. It's insane how many follow those people's lives like it's gospel and they get spit on right by those people. Kardashians. Like I couldn't care. Like reality TV or Trump programming. You remember when he was doing like the Apprentice, or people were watching The Island, or watching Survivor, or watching some kind of a competition, competition frickin' reality show series. I never watched a single one, and I always thought how stupid. And my mom had on this Lego Championship. I was like, it's the exact same thing. It never changes. The music is the same. They pit each other against each other. Somebody gets eliminated. They all talk about their families and what they came from and what they're doing and why building these fucking Legos is so important to them. Which Springs? OD Dub? The Springs in Longwood, Florida. The Springs. Insane how many follow those people. Yeah. What brought up the Springs? Oh, I just said probably I was talking about Ice and I going down to the Springs. Yeah, my neighborhood has a spring in it with a beach. And, plus I have a creek. I live on a creek I put a waterfall in there, and it's got some really nice swimming holes. It's really nice, man. It's beautiful. Everything. There's little crawdads in there and shit, man. Turtles. All these birds. Dude, you'll be sitting in there and a fucking egret will just land 20 feet away and just start hunting fish right next to you. Happened to me yesterday. I was trying to get my camera. I didn't want to make any sudden movements because the bird couldn't see me. It was so funny. The bird was walking towards me and it had the sun in its face. And I could see that it was about to walk into the shade, and it was coming towards me. It flew right into the creek. It was 10 feet away from me. It flew into the creek, and it was eating fish. It looked up and started walking towards me, and, just walking, pecked a couple more fish, looked up, walked, and as soon as it walked in the shade, and its eyes were in the shade, I was just standing there looking at it, and it was like, whoom. It was like, oops. There is a big predator right there. And it flew like 30 feet down the creek and started fishing again. But it was funny because he was right there, and I could tell he couldn't see me. I was like, he doesn't know I'm here. So funny because the sun was in his eyes. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Works on animals too. The owner of a certain adult company made fun of Jerry Falwell. I know, dude. That was Penthouse Magazine back when he was popular. Yeah, man, that was crazy what happened with Jerry Falwell and that guy. Have you ever explored an underwater cave or one of those cool deep blue pools around the area? We've got one here in the spring. We've got an actual cave here. No, I don't go down in them. My ears, have a really bad time when I get deep in the water. But I got crazy-ass friends that they equalize and go down all the time, bro. They're crazy. They love it. They free dive down there. All right, so we've got the creek bong. I found this bong in my creek, for those of you that are new that didn't know that. And I know that if you're brand new or you haven't watched the show in a while or whatever, your very first reaction might be, dude, you did not find that bong in a creek. Is that what you tell people on your show? And you expect them to believe you? Right? Not only did I find this bong in the creek next to my house, but I tracked down the owner of this bong. And him and I had a conversation about it. It's pretty fucking hilarious. Telling that story, I just lost 3 viewers. Isn't that funny? People are like, oh, bullshit, and they left. Isn't that funny? I literally said it because I knew it was going to happen. I literally said people are going to leave because I'm going to, don't leave because, oh yeah, you're going to leave anyway. You think I'm lying to my audience? Okay, fine. Fuck off. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to smoke out of my fucking creek pond, bitch. Here I am in freaking Kansas. Super sketchy. Cop shot a 75-year-old woman with dementia in front of her family. She didn't speak English. Really? What's up with that? Regulars? I don't know, man. Life's getting tough. People be dropping like flies, man. I don't know. Give me 1 second. Maybe when I come back, there'll be 20 people. Hold on. We could be so lucky. My bezel. My bezel. Ooh. Dude. Hello, everybody. You guys want to do a bong rip? I got one ready. In fact, because there's so many of you who have chosen to show up today, they had to hit the latrine. Dude, I drink coffee on the show. What do you think? You think I'm a freaking holding tank like Rogie is? Hell no, man. Coffee goes right through me, bro. Okay, so that's why I didn't drink coffee when I left California for Florida. I was like, no coffee on the road, man. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take a little bit of concentrate. We're going to melt a little bit of concentrate on this bowl because there's so many of you here and I really appreciate it. Cool. It's awesome. I wish we always had this many people here, man. All right. It's a big deal for me. There you go. Let's put a little bit more. A little bit more. Bridget, hello. Let's hit 10 likes, guys. That's not hard. That's what I'm smoking on. That is what I'm smoking on. OG Kush. I've got some with some Pinoy dab on top. You got some of that Pinoy, son? You guys want to see it? You guys want to see the hit? Check it out. Oops, look at this. Oh yeah, look at that concentrate on that OG Kush. Look at that concentrate on that OG Kush. You know, but out of your Gandalf, that's funny, I'm no longer Gandalf either. It's gone. And I couldn't be happier. Hey, Token Dave. What's up, buddy? Let's smoke. This is going to be a good one. Cheers, everybody. Remember, if we set it on fire, we let it burn, right? When we never take our lighter and stick it in the bowl because that's smoking plastic. You want the flame to burn. If there's a fire on there, that's the point, isn't it? So let it burn if it catches on fire. We're going to try to catch this one on fire. Cheers. Dirty Taxi? That's disgusting. Dirty Taxi? Who came up with that horrible name? It's like pond sludge. Why would you call something that you put in your mouth Dirty Taxi? You know, you might as well call it dinosaur poop. I just don't get it, man. Why would someone name a freaking strain Dirty Taxi? I hate them. Whoever named cannabis Dirty Taxi, I fucking hate you. Whoever you are, I fucking hate you. How dare you? How dare you? I know, right? Dirty Taxi, who the fuck would do that? It's disgusting, dude. It's like you can't even imagine what goes on in the back of a taxi cab. Would the flame be less hot than a cherry and thus provide a better smoke? I don't always get a flame. Than a cherry? I don't know what you mean by a cherry. But a flame, you know, burns at a certain temperature. I'm sure it's the exact same temperature that's coming out of a butane lighter. I don't think the temperature would change. There's not as much of it, you know, but if you could catch it on fire, man. Here, I'm gonna try to catch this on fire again. We'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky. Cheers. Here, wait. Let's do it from this side. I like you to be able to see all the action, you know, all the bubbles and everything. So I try to get my hands out of the way. You don't want to smoke that cheetah piss either, huh? You didn't want that cheetah piss. You guys don't like that cheetah piss. Cat piss, yeah. That's how I used to say it. I mean, you can have something that smells like cat piss, or you can have something that smells like blueberry. What are you going to pick? You know, you're going to have something that smells like garlic, or you're going to have something that smells like lemon cream. What are you going to pick? You know, it's like that garlic strain. I was like, what's the point of that? I hate the fucking smell of garlic. I really do. It's not a pleasant smell. And I don't want to taste garlic when I'm smoking cannabis either. I think that's kind of weird. Garlic fucking whatever the fuck. And people ran with that one and took it and started crossbreeding it. So now you got garlic this and garlic that. And I'm like, oh man, why, man? Why? Why? Cheers, everybody. Let's just keep hitting this thing because it's still going. In fact, let's just see if it goes. Nope, it's out. Cheers. I take big bong rips. What can I say? There's a technique to taking a big bong rip. You take a deep breath before and after the bong rip. That's it. You blow out, you take a deep breath, you blow it all out before the bong rip. At the end of the bong rip, as soon as you're done hitting the bong, you take in a little bit more oxygen. That clears your esophageal airway, all of that. It puts all the smoke down here, so it doesn't sit up here. A little bit of air like that. Then you can sit and you can hold it for the longest time. And then to blow the smoke rings, you just let a little bit out at a time. Little tiny puffs from down here. That's where that puff is coming from. I'm puffing just a little bit right there. ALC. What is ALC? Taking a shot, but I'll digress. Taking a shot. Is that really what's the shot? What's the technique for taking a shot, bro? You say bottoms up and fucking open your throat. Oh. Garlic gets in my spaghetti. If my buddy smelled like, if your bud smelled like garlic, I gotcha. It's going in your spaghetti. Scatty. First time smoking. Hey, Token Dave. Token Dave. We've got Q-An0n followers in the Florida government now. Now the Secretary of State and a woman who sits on the Board of Education, a former Marine, both QAnons, bro, appointed by Governor Ron DeSantis. That has to be said over and over and over again. Everyone needs to know about that. Governor Ron DeSantis is appointing QAnon believers and followers and supporters into the state government in the state of Florida. Everyone needs to know that. You know, if People are just, they're just not shocked anymore because Marjorie Taylor Greene is a QAnon. And she's in, the Senate or whatever the fuck she is. You need to get past that. When you get flooded with something, it's just happened so much. Like Donald Trump told so many lies that just stopped mattering. And now there's just so many QAnons that are involved in politics that don't let it stop mattering. Every time these people are put into office, and they deny reality on every level. Remember, this is why we're at war. Understand that, because we put psychos in charge of everything. DeSantis is a blue falcon. OD Dub, what's a blue falcon? I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means. I have no idea what a blue falcon is. What's a blue falcon? Tell me what a blue falcon is. Hey, yo, OD Dub, what's a blue falcon? What's a blue falcon? Tell me what a blue falcon is. I don't know. In the corner of the show. Take a picture of it and put it in the corner of the show. Take a picture of what? Josh G, take a picture of what? Take a picture of what? What do you want me to take a picture of? Take a picture of what? What should I take a picture of? Buddy fucker. Ron pandering to maggots. DeSantis is a blue falcon. Buddy fucker. That's funny. I know somebody named Buddy Faulkner. Meet the Faulkners. Meet the Fockers. Hey, whore dog. Hey, whore dog. Good morning, boys and girls. I'll be your substitute for the day. Big Merc 83. The DeSantis thing. Take a picture. Take a picture of it. Oh, so I don't have to keep telling people. Yeah, I could grab the headline off the internet. I could just Google search that shit. DeSantis appoints 2 QAnon.
According to WashingtonPost.com, Abby Olheiser, MIT Technology Review, those posts attributed...
Shut up.
I've got the latest...
Shut up, you fucking dumb bitch. How do you do this? Governor Ron DeSantis appoints 2 QAnon people into positions of power.
I've got the latest for Governor Ron DeSantis appoints 2 QAnon...
Shut up. You stupid fucking bitch. U.S. military euphemistic. A supposed comrade whose actions harm his friends often but not always for his own benefit. A supposed comrade whose actions harm his friends for his own benefit. Huh. It's a blue falcon. It's from the United States military. I got you, Josh. Oh shit, fucking DeSantis does it again. Great leadership. Appoints 2 to the task force. He'll block DeSantis restricting that. 2 days ago. March 14th. DeSantis appoints QAnon adjacent defender of January 6th insurrection to Florida Board of Education. A former Marine, Mrs. Bird is currently the legal assistant and office manager for the law office of Cord Bird, PA. Bird is the wife of Representative Cord Bird of Neptune Beach. Representative Bird, the incumbent in the current HD11, is one of the House Republicans who sided with the governor by voting against redistricting maps, preserving a minority access district in North Florida. However, Mrs. Bird is perhaps best known not for her biographical details, but for her staunch advocacy during the Donald Trump administration on behalf of far-right elements. After the January 6, 2021 Capitol riots, Mrs. Byrd offered a defense of those peacefully protesting, in quotes, the certification of the 2020 presidential election while alluding to, in quotes again, coming civil wars, dude. You can't make this shit up. Antifa and BLM can burn and loot buildings and violently attack police and citizens, Byrd wrote on her personal Facebook page. But when Trump supporters peacefully protest, suddenly law and order is all they talk about. I can't even listen to these idiots belly aching about solving our differences without violence. Those comments came after other incendiary posts. In the coming civil wars, we the people versus the radical left, and we the people cleaning up the Republican Party, team rosters are being filled. Mused Byrd, every elected official in D.C. will pick one. There are only two teams, with us or against us. We the people will not forget, wrote the person who now sets policy for Florida's education system. I love the way this is written, man. Byrd won re-election handily in 2020. See, this is the problem. This is the problem right here. There's plenty of people here in the state of Florida that supported a Q-An-0n to lead them. What is going on? That's the issue. In October, Mrs. Byrd offered an unsolicited defense of the Proud Boys, a group of youngish men who bill themselves as Western chauvinists. Trump infamously urged them to stand back and stand by when pressed against. This is just a fucking train wreck, dude. I can't even read this shit. Oh my God. I just, yes, we've all lived this. This is crazy, right? When you read back through it, you're just like, oh my God, we've lived through all of this. Mrs. Byrd, a staunch supporter of the former president, Donald Trump, subsequently claimed that many of them and their supporters have been thrown in Facebook jail. A metaphorical lockdown preventing them from posting to Facebook for some period of time. Why do you think Facebook is throwing people in Facebook jail who share information about Proud Boys? Side note, I must really have great friends because a whole bunch have been locked up. I think it's because they've seen a drastic spike in searches and they're worried that people are educating themselves rather than blindly believing what mainstream media narrative. Anyone have a better theory? End quotation. Positive things for the Q-An0n movement support it, even though it proved to be nonsense. They still support the message behind it. Thus, we are sadly. It's probably from the influx of right-wingers moving to Florida. I'm still waiting for that Kennedy to be resurrected for Q-An0n. When's that going to happen? And isn't Donald Trump gonna become king or something? Oh, that never happened either. And wasn't Donald Trump supposed to win the election? Oh yeah, that never happened either. All the predictions. What were all the Q-An0n predictions that never happened? They all had dates too. And all those dates have long since passed. I love it. And the guy Q has disappeared, right? Oh my God. 3 months after Byrd became supportive of Q-An0n after the couple was photographed on a boat flying a Q-An0n flag. Mrs. Byrd asserted on Facebook contemporaneously that the birds were in the photograph. I don't know what contemporaneously means. For his part, the representative claims that his wife shouldn't be read too literally. Dude said that publicly about his wife. I guess you'd have to if she's a Q-An0n. Mad Bezo. Just saying. People use hyperbole all the time. Byrd told WJXT last year, the Speaker of the House has said, and I quote, I just don't know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Asked to clarify that statement, Byrd said, people talk about civil wars in the Republican Party. There are factions. People believe different things. It was a figure of speech, and that's how it was intended. Byrd's appointment is subject to confirmation by the Florida Senate. Dude, this is from March 14th. Oh, the deer are in my backyard, guys. Walking right past the freaking camera. Exiting stage left, actually. God damn it, exposure's not working. How dare you, how dare you. There you go. There you go. Now you see. Now you can see. The other one walked off. There were three, I believe. The other one is still there, man. I can get them all in the shot here. Here. Hold on 1 second. I think we can do this. Oh, this other one's over here now. They're everywhere. You see that one now too? Yeah, you see that one? Do I have both of them in the shot? No, the other one's off camera a little bit. That's cool though. So they're both in the yard. Okay, now it's walking around. It's going around that way. So now we can look back at this one over here. Here we go. Let me see. What's that? What do we got there? How are we looking? What are we looking? That should be right on them. Yeah, it's right on. Cool. Right on both of them. What do you guys think? Once again, who the fuck is Q-An0n? Guess I have to do some research. I have no idea about any of this. They're just a group of people that believe in straight bullshit lies. They think that people are going to be resurrected. They thought Trump was going to become president forever. They thought that he was going to win the election. They thought that one of the Kennedys, Bobby Kennedy or whatever the guy's name was that died in that plane crash, was going to be resurrected on a certain day, and he was going to take over politics. It's like a cult. It's a cult. It's not like a cult. It is a cult. They're a fucking cult. It's like Flat Earth. QAnon, Flat Earth. It's the same thing. It's not worth researching. Hey man, cannabis heals. I don't recommend you go down that rabbit hole. It's unbelievable that you don't know who they are. So I wouldn't recommend you go down the rabbit hole. Just take my word for it. They're a fucking cult. I'm watching these deer. Thank you, cannabis. I'm watching these deer, man. Let's make the screen big because I just want to sit here and look at the deer for a second. Wow, that's finally working. That's weird. This wasn't. I guess it's like that moved up higher. That's great, man. We've got deer in my backyard, man. That one's got a scar. That one's got a scar right in the middle of it on its right side. It's a male. I wonder if that's the male. I'm gonna walk out there. I wonder if that's the male that always comes out there. I'm gonna walk out there, guys. See if that's the one. Walk up on it. Sit with the deer? Yeah, I was like 15 feet away from him. That was fun. I would just say for the guy that's come in here defending Florida that, well, you know, if you support putting QAnon cult members into positions of power, then I guess that's perfect. You're exactly the reason why Florida is the way it is today. And thanks for coming in here and showing everybody what people like you are like. That you guys, you know, we do know you exist. Go back over to the fucking parlor, motherfucker. All right, the rest of you guys, I love you. Take care, and I will see you on the next show. Okay?